Yeah, I'm good.
Yo, you already know what it is. Your boy Bands alongside Christina. We had a Spark Up podcast. We're at the PVD Fest, and we got a special guest.
Yes, we outside, and we are outside with DJ Franchise, the one and only. You don't have any of your buttons here, but
you got buttons over there though.
Yes,
right?
I do.
You got to clap and all
Y'all
that.
can't hear it, but I can. My headphones are kind of broken, so it's kind of ghetto right now, but it's good. And we have Chip Doug.
What up? What up?
Chip Doug killed it.
So appreciate you.
The main stage. Congratulations.
Why wouldn't we deserve that, right?
Exactly.
And I appreciate you for pulling up early and being there. I see you.
You know, you
I
had some of my favorites. You had some of my favorites up there. You had Mary Gibson, you had Jabubu, you had Merrills, Joe Bruce, Trav.
Yes, only you were on time. Do you know he was supposed to be up there too?
Wow, what's your
Franchise is on the flyer, but Franchise was not.
With nice hits?
He showed up when it was over, looking like he just came over timeout.
Damn. It's work Friday nights, family. Some of us work.
I'm not mad. It's my brother,
bring the mic up to your mouth, please,
Some
sir.
of us work Friday nights. So
I'm not mad, though. That's the homie
it's
always.
All good. But you're here now.
I am here now.
And that's what counts.
Yeah,
and you are the master of Mondays and Tuesday mornings.
Not master, but greatly
Why
appreciate
not master?
That. Not yet. A lot of work to be done.
A lot of work to be done, but a lot of work has been done. So we have to celebrate that. I think what you've done for the city is really, I'm going to use the word exhilarating, right?
That's a fact. That's a good word to use.
It's true. Yo, when people drive by, I hear WBRU on the radio, and it's amazing to be able to say like, yo, I know these guys. I know Chip. I know that voice. And these are not only people who are doing stuff on the radio, but y'all do a lot of stuff outside. Like,
you have to.
You're working like what? Wednesday to Sunday now? Something crazy like that?
Wednesday's my only day off. Wednesday's just me and my son.
The only day off.
Thursdays.
And do you even take your day off, or do you keep working?
I keep working, editing videos and stuff like that.
Of course.
You know what I think a lot of people don't understand, and I know you understand production, but even like a 30-second promo clip, he's putting that together. He's mixing and mastering. He's bringing it in. So even that, I've watched him work. Like people like, even I was like, yo, let me get a drop. A drop takes time, yo. And it's like, you take that for granted, and it has to be organic. But this man puts a lot of work into his own productions.
Yes.
I don't think a lot of people just assume that that's easy, you know?
Yeah, and tell us what you do for those who don't know, who are watching, what you do in the city.
Hey, Chip, I'm just a curator. A lot of times a vision comes to me, and I'm fortunate enough to have enough resources to make it happen. So I'm just putting on shows, curating. I advise a lot of people. A lot of people know behind the scenes. There's a lot of my friends that come to me. We'll plot out an idea even for like logos, brands, and then just I'm doing about a show a month just to keep Providence plugged in. I think we're past the time of saying we're good for Providence. We're just good.
Period, yeah.
And we're just good too. And at this point, it's time to stay rooted here, but spread the gospel out while still staying at home. So I'm just a curator and a creator, and I like to vibe with all the cool kids. So
I love that. So we've been asking everybody what you're looking forward to at the PVD Fest.
Obviously Chachi, I got to do the club, so I won't be here for it. But obviously Chachi, he shuts it down.
Chachi, big man. He's like a master at performing.
This is his event.
Yeah.
On the hip hop side of things, this is his event.
Yeah, I love that. How about you, Chip?
So we shut it down, set it off Saturday, and that was amazing. Shout out to everybody who rocked out with me, who shared their gifts. I think my moment happened, and I just want to see other moments. The move the crowd stage. I just said it. The move the crowd stage. Tomorrow I want to see Chachi kill it.
He said me. I'm looking forward to me.
ASU20 stage. The Dean Street, shout out to Medusa Black, Angel Black, whoever she is, but she black today. But I just like us. Just walking around, I just took a golf cart ride, you know that.
Yeah,
and I'm just happy
like
that we're here, and I'm happy we're outside, and I'm just looking forward to the rest of the day.
Word.
Now, what does PVD mean to y'all? Because that's very important to know. What does PVD mean to y'all?
Providence?
Yeah.
So when you say Providence to me, born and raised, lifestyle, mentally influenced. It's something about this small ass city that seems like it's one of the biggest cities in the world. We seem like this is the biggest city in the world, and we're the smallest. And I still think that's dope, family. And that mentality will always be stuck with me. It'll always be stuck with me. You know what? You can be as big as you want from the smallest spot in the world, and if you're happy, enjoy it. That's PVD.
Right. How about you, Chip?
Oh, and you can get everywhere within 10 minutes.
That's a fact. Including out of the state. Like 20 minutes.
You can even get into an accident and still be on time.
I don't know about that. 95 is crazy.
It happened the other day.
Wow.
PVD to me is just roots. We're rooted. That divine providence, and even what providence stands for, it's not by accident. You see people come from out of state, a la J. Wu, moving here, and then they stay here because it is a hustler's town.
It's a fact.
And I think finally we realize that we own the hustle, and we also could benefit from the hustle. And we're at a point where we're like, you're not gonna just come here and take our resources. We are the resources, and we're finally figuring out how to pay it forward to each other. So PVD to me is roots, it's foundation, and we're building, and it ain't over. So I love it. I love being from here. Also Providence born and raised, grew up on Warrington South Side, and I just love us, and I know that we're enough.
Yes.
And I think we finally figured that out. Even yourself, I mean, you're talking to us, but Christina, if y'all ain't the example of I'm gonna do what I want and keep doing it, and not care about who's pouring into me.
Deserve your flowers, family.
You feel me? Like
so much.
you like
Thank
for real.
you.
Because both of us watched y'all in the beginning.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like,
Y'all
and we
deserve
talk
your
about you all the
flowers,
time.
Y'all deserve it.
And one thing about you, Christina, is you give respect to the process. You're never been caught saying I've done this on my own. You literally appreciate everybody, even if it's like we're on this radio show and we already see you tag us. Shout out to Franchise, asking me questions on your IG. How many people don't even want to share a story because they're scared it's gonna mess up their flow?
Yeah, I hate that.
But you're so real and you're so part of this. So although you're kind of bringing us here, you also deserve your flowers for doing what you do for the city too.
Thank you so much.
All the time.
Thank
and
you.
Rubens too.
Thank you.
Who also was on paid for the best set with me.
Hey.
Yo, that was a dope
Cinematographer.
experience.
Yeah.
Vance could put that. He could put movie maker on his resume now.
It was like what, below zero, chips overhead,
freezing.
freezing.
I didn't even know I had a real thing
Shout
in my
out
hand.
to High and Alright.
Yo, where's 10?
Yeah, where is he at?
Somewhere with a camera.
He's
Somewhere
probably
with
like
a
doing a
camera.
wedding right now, yo. He probably left my stage, did a wedding, a bar mitzvah, and then a
Mad
graduation.
random. Yes,
'Cause
he does like he'll do like 5 clubs one night.
That's another person that doesn't get enough flowers, y'all. That's a hard working person.
Yeah, he works very
That's a
hard.
hard
Shout out to
work.
Stan.
Half of what I do wouldn't exist if it wasn't for
Wow, I
Hot
love
and
that.
Alright.
Yeah,
I love that.
So
That's
tell
a
us what you
hard-working
have
person.
been doing, because there's a lot you have been doing with the rappers. Tell us about that.
Oh, yeah.
The
Yes.
show, a couple of rappers actually got signed since actually being on the franchise
Really?
report. 3 of them. So 3 of them got signed since being on the franchise report.
Who are those rappers?
Shouts to Fuego Bass. Shouts to 500. What is his name? Something Jets.
Shout out to
there's
Jets.
one more. There's still one more too that I'm forgetting. I'm not gonna know his name offhand. Offhand, I'm not gonna know his name. But I know there's 3 because we keep track of it. So shouts to Leticia, shouts to Lamont, because I'm the worst. So they keep stats and all stuff like that. But I do know those 2 offhand, and there's one more that I'm missing. But JMD Jets, shouts to him. Shouts to Fuego Bass out of Connecticut. One's out of Connecticut, one's out of Mass. Rhode Island, we need one.
Yeah.
We need one, Rhode Island. You heard
How many
that?
interviews? How many freestyles have you done so far? Well, they are interviews too.
524.
524.
And counting. There's more to come.
And that's what taking a break
5
to
years.
rest.
5 years,
Wow,
though. 5
that's a
years.
lot. That's a lot.
Are you seeing boost
Yes,
in your views now?
Yes, and I'm gonna be honest with you. Anybody that's getting to my age that says, you know what, I want to do this. It sucks to say this. You gotta adapt to what's going on. You gotta hit that social media, family.
Yeah.
I don't know how old you are, and this ain't for me. And these youngsters, your family. If you want to survive, you need these youngsters to come to your events for the next 10, 15 years. At some point, you gotta connect.
Yeah.
You gotta connect.
It's
family.
true. Is it true
gotta
that you have to
connect.
pay to be on the franchise freestyle
You
show?
don't have to pay
Not
to be
at
on my show.
all.
I've never
Not
charged
at
anybody.
all.
Yeah.
He actually says no to money.
Even for the radio, I would never charge anybody to be on the radio.
That's
Word.
a false
I
narrative.
just wanted
Stop
to clear
lying.
the air because people have been saying that. So I wanted to make sure that people know that franchise
Let's be honest.
supports.
I'm one of those people that believe in, you know what, if you do good, good will come back to you. For the fact that I do good helping people out, I'm not going to sit here and complain and say, you know what, I'm not okay. The way things work out, I'm not okay. You know, helping people on the radio, they tell somebody else, hey, I had a good time on the show. Somebody books me. I'm golden fam. It works around somehow, somewhere. And I'm not golden.
And you
I would
stay
never
booked and
charge
busy.
anybody to do that.
I
It
believe
still
the
works
same
out
way.
tenfold. Still works out tenfold.
Word. Well, we respect y'all. We love y'all. Thank you for coming through the tent.
Definitely. I was gonna say I also want to make a point too, because like Like, what people don't understand is, like, I've known this man for over 20 years. Like, we went to college together. I've known exactly.
Calling yourself old.
But I've known High and Ride for 20 years. And even back then, we might not known of what we would evolve to, but there was a connectivity. And I just want to tell people to stay connected. Always try to be the best version of yourself. Because as he said, doing good, it's easier to be yourself, but real recognize real and spirit recognizes spirit. And you will align and you will fall into place. And if we're not testament of staying power, humbly, then I don't know who else is. Because you could go 20 years ago and see us doing something in the scene, and we kind of are visual, like, time capsules of what has been in Providence. And also, like, we're blessed enough to still be connected to the youth.
Yeah,
I never take that for granted that a Jabubu thinks I'm cool enough to rock with me, that a J. Lou thinks I'm cool enough, and we do.
You need them.
Definitely. So definitely keep that going, keep that rotation, and stay connected, man. We can't do this alone. No one can do this alone.
Facts.
So how can they get on the franchise report? What would you tell them, since they're here now? Tell them how to get on there. That way they can follow those steps.
Speak into the mic, please.
Instagram at DJ Franchise 1. You can hit me there, and I'm just going to direct you to at Excuse Me Miss on IG.
That's facts.
We only do it on Tuesdays, and she'll definitely book you. We usually never turn anybody down. We usually never turn. It might take a while. I'm not going to lie about that, but we never turn anybody down to get the opportunity. So easy as that.
Word.
Easy as that.
All right. Well,
so
thank y'all. Thank you.
Anytime.
You already know, Sparkle Podcast. We outside. Chip Doug and DJ Franchise.
Thank you.